You can use my setup, play a game yourself if you need to, and then right after that, I'll hop on the same exact setup and drop a bomb right in front of your face. And when I do that, you have to delete your YouTube channel.
You have to delete your YouTube channel.
So guys, the day has come and I will be deleting my YouTube channel, but not straight away. There are a couple of things in play here. Who remembers the time that Zelena made a proposition to me? He literally said he would fly me out to Canada, and if he could prove that he wasn't cheating, I had to delete my YouTube channel.
To scan the shit out of my account. Whatever they would need to do to figure out if I have in the past or now in the present am hacking. Whatever it takes. And finally, I have done, like I said, everything that I feel like I can do to prove my innocence. Other than literally having my accusers like BBB come here, sit in this chair, and literally use my setup, my controller, my everything for themselves, absolutely shit the bed because they're dog water, and then me pick the controller up right in front of their face and show them that I can drop a 30 or 40 bomb right in front of their face. Like, that's the only thing I haven't done. And you know what? With that said, I have a final proposition in this video. A final proposition towards BBB himself. If you really, truly believe that I am a hacker, then I totally expect you to oblige. I totally expect you to probably say yes to this. But again, I don't think that you think that. So, with that said, my proposition to BadBoy Beaming is that I will pay a flight for you to come to my hometown. We could set up an area, a controlled environment where you know what everything is going on. You could sit down at the PC. You can bring your film crew. I'll have my film crew so the evidence lines up, because we know you've manipulated stuff in the past. We're not going to allow that to take place. I'll make sure to have the footage so our footage lines up. You can come here. You can sit down at my setup. You can use whatever you need to. Well, not here at my house, of course, but you know, we'll go somewhere in a controlled environment, set it all up. You can use my setup, play a game yourself if you need to, and then right after that, I'll hop on the same exact setup and drop a bomb right in front of your face. And when I do that, you have to delete your YouTube channel. That's the proposition. Come down, see it firsthand. When I prove to you, I think you already know that I am not hacking, but once I prove it to your face, I just need it to be out there so everyone knows this. Once I prove that to you, you have to delete your YouTube channel. That's it. That's all I ask.
So we made this proposition quite some time ago. And to be fair, right, it was a pretty good idea from his side, because at the time there was COVID restrictions in play. I couldn't get out to Canada, and he knew this. He was well aware of what he was doing. Unfortunately for him, I don't think he realised once COVID restrictions were lifted that I would actually accept his offer, which I did quite some time after he made the proposition. But he did say there was no time limit on his proposition to me. He's originally made an offer to fly me out to Canada, to sit there in a controlled environment. I play a game, he plays a game, and if he's able to drop a bomb, I have to delete my YouTube channel. Now, although the consequences seem severe for me if he was able to prove he was legit, but he made that offer at a time where COVID restrictions were in play, to the point where I was unable to travel to Canada. And it has been proven recently in our last video of Zelena saying that he lied to you, that this guy is more than happy to manipulate and deceive his viewers. I believe that this play at this time was actually one of those moments. I believe that he was more than happy to do the proposition at the time, way back in July 2021, because of the COVID restrictions, because they were in play, and he knew it would be impossible for me to travel. And his argument has been for a while that I didn't accept it, right? He's even stated in the clip that we showed in today's video that he understood the reason behind me not accepting it at the time, but he claimed that I should have been working around that and trying to find a way to go over there once the restrictions were removed, or as he stated, once the borders were open. And that clip was from a stream on the 20th of February 2022. So it's not like this is something that hasn't been spoken about for some time. It was actually spoken about just over a month ago by Zelena himself, and he stated that there was no timeline. So the only question is Zelena still going to stand by the proposition he put in play? Is he going to be willing to fly me and a camera crew out to Canada to sit in a controlled environment so that he can prove that he's never cheated and that he isn't a cheat? because Zelena, I am sat here accepting your proposition. Let's get it going. I'm more than happy to fly out to Canada now there are no restrictions in play. But still to this day, Zelena has not responded to that. He obviously knew at the time that I couldn't fly out, and once the restrictions were all lifted and I accepted, the guy just sort of hid under a rock. He didn't want to know. But that has nothing to do with today's video. You guys must know that I am actually involved in the boxing scene with the influencer boxing, and I did decide to spice it up a little bit. I have stated in a video that I will put my channel on the line, this BadBoy Beaman channel, because this is how confident I am, and I'm hoping to entice some of these dirty cheaters into the ring against me so we can go toe to toe and punch the living shit out of each other. Well, me punching the living shit out of them more than anything. Here's the video that I put out. Now it's time to make things a little bit more interesting. Magnificent seems to have gone missing. The same way Bobby Poff backed out of the fight. The same way Faye Santana made excuses. And now we've got Magnificent sort of nowhere to be seen after saying that he would fight me. So, how am I going to make this more interesting? I will literally put my BadBoy Beaman YouTube channel on the line. If any one of these Warzone streamers can beat me in a boxing match on a Misfits boxing card, I will literally delete the BadBoy Beaman YouTube channel. And I know there have been a lot of Warzone streamers who've wanted this to happen for a long time. So if you want it to happen, make it happen. Step into the ring if you've got the balls and try and beat me. We can even get contracts written up and signed from both parties so that if you beat me, I will have to, by law, delete my BadBoy Beaman YouTube channel. Who's it gonna be? I'm sure a lot of you guys want to tag your favorite streamers. Tag them down below. But who's got what it takes to make this happen? So what do you think the chances are that any of these guys are actually going to accept the challenge to step in the ring against me? I don't think many of them will, although people like Magnificent said they would, and then they've sort of disappeared under a rock. So guys, listen, you know that we were meant to be sorting things out with Magnificent. Keemstar wanted the name of a streamer who I've called out, and Magnificent said, show me the money, I'm in. Unfortunately, this has actually spiraled into something where Magnificent is now hiding under his little rock, and he's doing everything he can to try and make sure that this fight never goes ahead. And how do I know? Well, I tried to sign into Twitter earlier on, and I was met by this. We've temporarily limited some of your account features. BadBoy Beaman, what happened? We have determined that this account violated the Twitter rules, specifically for, number one, violating our rules against violent speech. You may not share abusive content, harass someone, or encourage others or other people to do so. As a result, we've temporarily limited some of your account features. While in this state, you can still browse Twitter, but you're limited to only sending direct messages to your followers. No tweets, retweets, fleets, follows, or likes. Your account will be restored in full functionality in 12 hours. You can start your countdown and continue to Twitter once you delete the content that violates our rules. Now you might be wondering what tweet it was that violated the rules, and it's not even bad. This guy has got someone, him or his community, to spam report that tweet to get it taken down. That's the only thing I can think of. Take a look at this now. Remove tweet. Tweet 1 of 1, violating our rules against violent speech. You may not share abusive content, harass someone, or encourage other people to do so, right? This is the tweet on August 12th. Yo, Keemstar, send Magnificent a DM. This cheating wants to fight, so let's set it up. Wag's about to have his whole cheating career flash before his eyes once he feels the power of the first punch. He'll be begging the referee to stop the fight. Now to me, that's clear as day talking about a boxing fight, just simply because we're talking about the referee, we're talking about the first punch and so on. But for some reason, this tweet gets reported. I wonder who by? Must be Magnificent being absolutely terrified to actually fight me, because since that original tweet where he said he was in, I don't believe for a second that he thought that it would be going ahead. And I think he's absolutely shit his pants. Now he doesn't want a single thing to do with this because he realises the reality that he would get his ass handed to him by none other than me, BadBoy Beaman. Magnificent, you need to stop being petty. You need to stop sending reports like this over on Twitter and man the up. Get yourself in a pair of boxing gloves, get yourself in a gym and start training. This is your opportunity to try and put a stop to me, because I've already stated I am willing to delete my channel if any one of you Warzone cheaters can beat me on a Misfits boxing show. And honestly, if you do, the Bad Boy Beaman channel is gone. But based on this behaviour, Wag, it doesn't seem like you really truly want it, or at least you don't believe that you could beat me. If this doesn't make sense to any of the people who featured in a video on this channel, who I believe are cheating in Call of Duty Warzone, if this does not make sense to you, tell me why. You want me to be gone. You want me to disappear. You want this channel to be deleted. And yet none of you have got what it takes to actually step in the ring and come up against me for the opportunity of a lifetime. Bad Boy Beaman's YouTube channel deleted. If you guys think you've got what it takes, if any of you dirty, cheating, horrible, I'll hold my tongue there, but if any of you guys are willing to step in the ring against me, get in touch with Keemstar, because let me tell you, it's going to get interesting. And for those of you who want to stay up to date with these sorts of things, this isn't the type of video I would usually put out on this channel. I've got Bad Boy Boxing at Bad Boy Boxing here on YouTube. It's linked in the description below. If any of you guys want to follow this, it looks like I may well actually be getting in the ring with one of these guys eventually, if they've got what it takes to step up. So guys, let me know in the comments below what you think. Go and subscribe to the Bad Boy Boxing channel. Subscribe to this one if you're new as well. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Go and follow me over on Twitter at Bad Boy Beaman. And one last thing before we go. A big shout out to apexpcs.co.uk for sending me out this amazing gaming rig. And if you guys want to get your hands on a PC like this, head over to apexpcs.co.uk. If you want to buy a pre-built gaming rig, then head over. They have got so many options. But not just that, they sell individual components. If you need a new case, a new CPU, a new GPU, or even a monitor, keyboard and mouse, head over and check it out. And guys, for those of you who are business minded, for those of you who don't just play video games, they also sell business office PC builds too. And for those of you who are quite picky like me, you can send a custom build request and they do get back to you really quick. So guys, if you're in the market for a new PC, this is the place to be. apexpcs.co.uk. The link is in the description below. And don't forget, use code BBB20 at checkout to save £20.